Hey, what's up everybody, iFrogs here, and I'm back with another episode of Repair Tutorials. So, yeah, it's about time that I'm making another video for this series. I haven't really forgotten about it, I just didn't really have anything to film. So today we got this fully broken Grave Raver, and I'm going to teach you guys how to fix it completely. So as you see, the arms don't move, and the body doesn't move. This is actually my second one. This one this is what it's going to look like after it's done, so... So yeah, we're going to begin. I like this one a lot. So anyway, I'm working on a ghost today. So the ghosts have these the upper cloth is like strapped to the hands. So just go ahead and take that off and lift the skin up. So yeah. Anyway, before I start, I'm just gonna say what you're gonna need. You're gonna need an 8 and a 9, tooth gear. So it's either 8 or 10. I don't remember. I haven't fixed a Grave Raver in literally over a year, because I haven't really gotten another one in a very long time, and normally when I get some, I just fix them the day they come or whatever. So I don't really remember. The zip tie's already cut. So you're going to need those 2 gears, a seam ripper. I'll leave a link for this in the description. Don't use a scissor to get inside it, because you might damage the cloth. You don't want to cut it. You're gonna need 2 screwdrivers, a large one and a smaller one. I think you might need this one, I'm not sure. Like I said, it's been a really long time since I fixed these. And then you're gonna need like a flathead one to like maybe pry something, and then this one you really don't need. And then you just need some pliers, I guess. I don't know. It's been a while since I fixed this. Well, anyway, step 1, you're going to kind of like pull these a little bit, and then you're going to see a seam right there. So let me show you real quick. Okay, so that's the seam. You just grab it and then do that, and then the seam is ripped apart, and then you're inside. So I think we got to do one more up here. Okay, so now you're in. So what you're going to do is, there are 2 screws on here, you see? Go ahead and unscrew them. Oops, one fell. And then unscrew the other one. Also, normally when your Grave Ravers are like fully split like this one, it's better to start with the top one. Okay, that fell, and I got like the phone in front of me, so I'm not gonna really be able to pick that up right now. It's better to start with the upper body movement first instead of the twisting. I'll kind of explain later. It's because of this thing right here. It's better to already have like the upper part open. Alright, so then this one just slides out. Okay, so then you can basically pull all that down. So here's the upper mechanism for the Grave Ravers. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is unscrew this little thing, which covers the belt. I hope you guys are able to see. Let me turn on my light. It's kind of cloudy outside and my phone's kind of overheating, so I can't use flash, unfortunately. I don't think that made much of a difference, but my room light is on. So yeah, then you're going to remove the belt. So there's the belt. Okay, then there's one more thing that you're going to do. I just popped this little piece out, but the crown gear is holding it in. You need to take out the crown gear from this side. Don't grab it by here. There's like... grab it like from the back, and don't squeeze these too tight. They're kind of irreplaceable. I think they're made only for like items with this mechanism, like turtle dancers and Grave Ravers. I've never seen these available on eBay, so you really don't want to break these. Lucky me, I have some spares, but the teeth are a little bit bigger or smaller or whatever, because I do have some broken turtle dancers. Okay, then one more thing you're going to do is take this thing out. I think this is okay, never mind. I got that out. Okay, So now that's out. You're going to get your little flathead one and pry this thing out. So you see that right there. Pry that out. Okay. It's really tight, so like I don't want it to just swing out. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so then you have this thing. So now we can begin to get we can start getting inside the mechanism. So okay. So there's 5 screws, 1 here, 2 here, and 2 up here. So we're just gonna start unscrewing them. Okay, so as you see, we got all of the screws out. So now we can go ahead and separate the mechanism. Alright, so one thing that I like to do is I like to separate... Okay, let me take the head off real quick. I like to separate this thing from the base. So... Okay, it just started raining. So... Yeah, I don't know if you could hear that, but... So, I unscrew the bottom one right here. And that just comes out. Why is it stuck? Okay. So then what you're going to do, this is really greasy. So this is the gear you're working with, right up here. That one, the smallest one. So it's normally a 9-tooth. So we're gonna go ahead and take that out. Okay. Why isn't it coming off? Alright, 1 second. Just gonna get the gear. Alright, so I got the gear off. Okay, then with your new 9-tooth gear, I put mine over here. So one thing I normally do is I put the gear flat on the table. 1 second. Piece fell. Dang, it's raining hard. Okay, I might not be able to do it because of this little pin right here, which is glued there, stuck. Wow, it's raining a lot. Okay, so I might have to do this at the edge of the table, moving the camera back a little bit. Wow, and it's thundering too. It just started storming out of nowhere. Okay. Oops. Okay. So I'm gonna put that at the edge of the table. Then with the shaft, is this even gonna work? That's a really short shaft. What a weird one. Okay. Then yeah. So basically that shaft is right over the gear. And then with the screwdriver I push. So you see then it gets the gear on there. And then with the split gear, where did I put that thing? Did it fall? I'm unorganized. Oh, here it is. Okay, so then with the split gear, I put that there, and then I put the new gear like right over it. I align it. Sorry if my head got through the way or whatever. Okay. I have to make sure this is getting aligned right. Okay, so then with the new gear in, I just moved it. Okay, yeah. Okay, with the split gear under the new gear, you basically do the same, just push. Alright, then, okay, one more. There, perfect. So then, you see the split gear pushes it all the way to the bottom, and you can go ahead and remove the split gear, and there, you got your gear on perfectly. So that's normally what I do. Nobody ever taught me that method, I just did it myself. So we can go ahead and close up the mechanism now. We are done with the upper body movement. So I'm going to move the camera back up a little bit. It's going to be a little shaky actually. No, it was. Okay, whatever. So here we are. Go ahead and screw this thing back. Gonna move that up a little bit. This is so greasy. Trying to rub the grease off. Okay, so then do that, and gonna bring this over, put that in there. Then where's the little screw that held that in? Does it fall down here? Here it is, attached to the motor. Okay. That fell in there. It's a good thing I have these. Okay, so let's start again. You put that in there. It's such a tiny screw and my fingers are extremely greasy. Okay, then yeah, screw it in. Okay, now we're good. I'm going to put this in here. Okay, so all the gears are perfect. Now you're going to close the upper mechanism and make sure everything aligns perfectly. You don't want anything like getting jammed in the wrong place or whatever. Okay. So the pin goes through there. Those go in the right place. Alright. So you see that closed on all angles, meaning it went in right. If it's not closing all the way, that means something is not in the right spot. So go ahead and screw everything back in. I might do this off camera because like I don't know how much space I have. I've already been recording for 12 minutes and my storage is almost full, but you get the point. Screw in all 5 screws. Okay. I forgot one thing. I already had everything screwed in and I'm like, oh crap, I remember. So I forgot to put the head back in, so make sure you're putting this the right way. Okay, that's the ghost face. So there's 2 little things. You're gonna put it in the first one, like 2 little holes. You see that? Put the first one in here. The other one, this thing goes through. The one in the back. So I'm gonna put that in. All right, there. Now we can close it up. There, that closed right. So like last time, I'm gonna screw everything in off camera. So everything is screwed back in, and you know how it was raining and storming before? Look how nice it is now. It's a bright blue sky. It was all gray and cloudy everywhere. I'm telling you, man, my state, Florida, is bipolar as heck. So anyway, we're back with the Grave Raver. What you're going to do next is you're going to have this thing, and you're going to put it right in there. Oh, I forgot to put that in. Okay. Yeah, and put that little upper piece in the head. Alright, so that's in there like that. This little thing, there's like these, I don't know how to describe them, these little pieces that hold it in place. See that right there? So just move that around until you get it right. Okay, there's one. Alright, perfect. For the most part, yes. Okay, and then there's a little hole here. You just screw that in so it holds it in place. One second. I need to wash my hands. They're so greasy. Before I start working with like the ghost's skin or clothes or whatever, the cloth, I'm gonna wash my hands, and you should do the same if yours are greasy, because it's okay if you get grease on like the plastic mix, but not like the cloth or whatever. Oof, that screw just doesn't want to go in. Okay, finally got it. Okay, then you can go ahead and put the other crown gear in on the other side. Oop. Just push that through. And then you can put the belt on. It's a really slippery belt. I'm gonna test it and make sure it works prior to putting everything on in case I have to replace the belt. Let's see how our work is. Alright, it works. And that sounds so quiet. It's like perfect. This is turning out very nicely, and I hope it's doing the same for you. If you're trying to fix yours and using this video. So then we're gonna screw that little cover thing in. Where's my screw? There's like a small little screw that... Where did that go? Well, I'm gonna have to get a new one. I'm bringing out all my spare screws just in case if there's something else. Look how many I have. There's so many. It's like stacks and stacks. Hundreds. Okay. We get one screw about the same size as the one that was supposed to be in there. Alright, this is good. It's gonna be a black screw though. The ones that these had are silver screws. Doesn't matter though. Screw's a screw as long as it holds it in place. This thing is dumb. Okay. Why didn't I think of that before? Alright, perfect. Okay, now that's being held in place. Okay, this thing is kind of like all messed up, so I'm gonna get my hot glue gun heated up to hold that down. Okay, I have to move the camera. What the hell? That scared me for a second. My chair ran over some bubble wrap. Nothing happened. Well, besides that. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for that before I can put the arms in. Alrighty, I just glued this little plastic cover down so it doesn't really get in the way of the twisting spindle piece thingy. But yeah, so now we're ready to put the arms back in. So we're gonna start with this side, because why not? So yeah, this one just slides in. It's snapped. This is going in right? Yeah, okay, that went perfect. Alright, there. That went all the way in. Okay, so now we can screw this in. The screw that holds that in. Okay, so we got one arm in. Phone storage got full, so I think I'm going to make a two-part video. The twisting mechanism will be in part 2, and part 1 will just be the arms, instead of it all in one video. So then the other side just goes in. Alright, so that's in, and then we screw it in. Where are the screws for that? Where did they go? Okay, here's one. Except I can't seem to find the other. Did it fall or something? Oh well, one would hold it in. If I find the screw, I'd put it in, but if I have at least one in, it would stay in. Okay, so our Grave Raver is now done. Well, the arms are now done. So yeah, let's dress him back up. And here he is. This is how he works. Put the bands back. Put this back. Okay. So I'll see you guys in part 2 with the twisting. Peace.